Okay, welcome back. We're starting a new video series here on how to use the Sqlite plugin with Ionic framework. What I have here is a source code for the assign menu application or the menu application that I've slightly modified. So let's just give it a run. Ionic serve. And what I've done is I've kind of cleaned it up and reformatted it to support what I'm trying to do here with the application. One of the first things you'll notice when you look at that application is that normally when you go into it, the menu is kind of embedded inside of the app view. So that when we, so what I've done is I modified the app view so that I've extracted the menu that by default is usually in here. I broke it out into a separate component so we have a nice clean component to start working with. If you look over here in the I created 2 additional pages. I've created a home page, which right now is just a placeholder for where we're going to put a little bit more activity. There's nothing in here but kind of like the header, a button to add a contact, and just the empty content, and then a settings page, which we'll use a little bit later, which is the same thing as just a blank page. We have created the default routes. So if we open up router, we just have the default routes for the home path and the settings path. And let's give it, we started this up, let's give it a run and see what the app looks like now. So by default, this is what you get. Let's kind of bring it down to a normal size. And we have our home page. We have our settings page. The menu works. The add contact button's there, it's not activated yet. And then you have kind of the default application. Okay, so what we're going to do is, since it's a Sqlite application, we need to add a minimum in import. We need to add a minimum, install the Sqlite plugin. So let's get started with installing this Sqlite plugin. So I'm going to open up a new terminal window here to get that going. And so there's an npm install. And then we want a specific version, which is 2.9.10. So notice that we're doing an npm install on that. So let that run. Okay, everything, it seems like it was installed correctly. And then the other thing that we want to do is, since you require it to be on a device, we're going to install iOS. We'll do iOS first and then we'll do Android later for Capacitor. So let's do it. Ionic cap sync, let's cap add iOS. You can see it's set up everything that it needs to do. It's installed the plugin, got the plugin going, and then let's see if we can kind of run this. And cap npm cap run. npx cap run. Oh, you don't want to do that. We want to do an Ionic cap run iOS. Okay, so now it's going to build everything, and then it will set up to this folder, and then it will deploy to, let's see if we can open up it's going to open up, yeah, it's opening up Xcode for us. We don't want to run, let's run it in a emulator, and let's see what we get.